What's up, Otaku fam? We are the Otaku Couple back with more reactions here for the channel with more YouTube animated reactions, more Emirichu. I hate traveling. What is this? An Emirichu video that's not about anime cafes? What is this? I thought it was 2023.
In it. She looks exhausted. Traveling will do that.
Being an adult will make you tired. It's a mood.
It's a mood.
Thank you guys for the continued support. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and go check out Emirichu and the rest of her content. You will not be disappointed. Let's hop on in.
I've mentioned this before a long time ago, but I'm not really fond of traveling, specifically international travel, which is a little ironic because since moving to Japan, I've been doing a lot of international traveling, whether it be for cons, to visit family, or to see friends. Usually the destination itself is a lot of fun, but what I hate is the process of air travel.
I get that.
Facts.
I hate the miserable North American airport experience, the
Yep.
sitting in silence for 12 hours with a sore butt and a dry face, the jet lag, the mad dash to connecting flights, and my crippling fear of dying. And yes, I know the statistics. I know that flying is the safest form of travel and that it is currently the safest it has ever been. But my personal biggest fear is being in the wrong place at the wrong time. So you could tell me that I have a 1 in 1 million chance of dying in a plane crash, and I'd still go, so you're saying there's a chance. And usually the response is something like, oh, but I bet you're not scared of driving, which is far more dangerous. I am, actually.
I am terrified of driving.
I still did it. I didn't like it, though. The astigmatism definitely didn't help. Anyways,
Are you just the same people? No. Hold on. No. We are gonna actually sit here and talk about this for a second. Are you just the same fucking person? Do you have a secret life in Japan that I don't know about?
I'm fucking crying. Oh my god.
Do you have something to explain to me?
The stigmatism doesn't help. It really doesn't.
What is happening here? I'm feeling bamboozled, and I don't appreciate it.
Oh, God.
There's some fuck shit happening in my household, Otaku fam.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
We want
funny.
to send that fuck shit to the corner.
Oh, God.
The issue with travel is that when it goes good, it's great. And when it goes bad, it's a shit show.
Yes.
So I'd like to tell you all about my first trip to the UK that ended up being maybe a little bit traumatic. Oh, but first,
UK traumatic
if you're
trip
anything
too.
like me and you're also not the biggest fan of traveling long distances, then you might be interested in today's sponsor, Boxu.
That was cute.
Boxu
That
is a
was
Japanese
good.
Nice
snack
transition,
box that works
nice
with family
transition.
businesses all
Boxu,
over
where's our
Japan to deliver
sponsor?
unique
I wanna
treats
go to
right to your
Boxu.
doorstep. Link will be in the description down below. Didas and I were visiting the UK as a nice little holiday to see friends after finishing 2 back-to-back conventions, and our first stop was London. Our friends had warned us that hotels in London were usually really bad, but I booked a place that had glowing reviews when I was hotel hunting. It looked really nice from the pictures, and a lot of people seemed to have really good things to say about it. So imagine my surprise when we excitedly unlock our door, tired as hell from flying for 17 hours, and we walk into what looks
17
like
hours.
a windowless jail cell with a single bed. It looked nothing like the pictures. Why were there so many good reviews? Were that many people just lying about this hotel?
You've been paid to lie.
You know, as long as the beds are clean, we're really only going to use this place to sleep, right? We don't need a nice hotel room to enjoy London. But Sydney, upon seeing the picture of our room, was so appalled at how much of a blatant scam it was, said, "That's no way to start, England," and she and Garnt very kindly booked us a room at the hotel they had been staying at. It was much nicer, and their hotel breakfast was bomb.
Well, shouts out to them.
Sweet.
Garnt. Also, they ended up doing some online digging about our first hotel and let me know that a lot of the positive reviews were in fact fake. So I was fooled. But it's okay, just a bumpy start to the trip. It should be smooth sailing from here.
Optimistic. It was not.
Next stop, Brighton.
Oh no.
I booked another hotel for our one-night trip in Brighton, and this one was nice, spacious, cozy, and clean, and
I will say, out of like all the places, I keep hearing that Brighton is like the place to move to if you're gonna live there.
Really?
That's where I think that's where Jacksepticeye lived.
Gotcha.
When he moved back up there, and he was like, I fucking love it there. It's like it's just quiet enough, but also big enough that there's shit to do.
Yeah.
So it's a happy medium.
Yeah.
And not everyone is a huge asshole up there. So
I'd say, like, the closer you go to the country is so much nicer.
Yeah. So apparently, you know, if you're not there for just like, if you're just there for the aesthetics, you could get it from there.
I'm thinking like London. Holy shit.
Right. Yeah.
It had glowing reviews that I'm pretty sure were real. So we made ourselves comfy, watched some live action One Piece, and tucked in for a night of blissful sleep.
W night. Oh,
I woke up in the middle of the night, feeling a little restless.
Please no.
Feeling itchy? I got up and stumbled into the bathroom.
Please
and
no.
And noticed there were a few itchy bites on my arm.
No.
There was another on my shoulder.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
a mosquito found its way into our room. But then I saw it. A fresh bump on my back.
Oh,
Surely
no.
not. It can't be. There's no way. I checked the mattress when we got here. And there it was.
Oh,
to my horror,
no, please.
fresh drops of blood. Oh, shit. Hey, do you feel itchy anywhere at all?
No. Why?
I woke up and I have some bug bites. I think this bed might have
Oh my god.
That's right, dear viewer. Our hotel room had bed bugs.
No! My God. That's horrible.
I would never be able to stay anywhere.
You have to throw out all your shit at that
Yeah.
point. That is the only way to guarantee you don't bring it back.
And then bleach your skin. Purification, because my god.
Just throw out all your fucking
Holy
clothes.
crap.
Just ditch all your luggage. Go get fucking just like you're fucked. Like there's just thankfully it's in a hotel room and not like you figured it out before you got back to your place.
Yeah, but still.
But God, that's fucking awful. Bed bugs are awful. It's an awful fucking time.
Knock on wood, I never want to experience anything like that. Knocking on all the fucking wood.
I never want to experience bed bugs again. It's awful. It's an awful time.
Little did I know that this was just a taste of the bedbug epidemic that would soon ravage Europe.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that that's going on right now.
My biggest travel fears. So
I completely forgot
started
that was
crying
going on
immediately.
currently.
I called up the hotel owner, still freaking out, and he came over and refunded me on the spot and was super apologetic. But there were no other rooms available for the night, so who was there to come to our rescue once again at 3 in the morning? Sydney and Garn. They had us leave our luggage and pajamas outside, gave us a change of clothes, and had us sleep in their guest room for the rest of the night. But I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, no.
Do you want to know what's really fucked up about bed bugs? They inject you with an anesthetic when they bite you so that you don't feel it, which means you might not notice a bed bug bite hours or even days afterwards when it wears off.
Yep.
And I was starting to suddenly feel bites that I didn't notice before, and I was caught in a paranoid loop of wondering if I'd unknowingly brought them over to Garn's place. I could never forgive myself if I did that. I kept checking the bed sheets, checking my own body every time I thought I felt something, but there was never anything. And so the night passed, and I didn't get a wink of sleep. These little bastards play some sick, twisted mind games with you.
Yep.
In the morning, we nuked all our clothes
time.
in the dryer and inspected the contents of our luggage. Still jet-lagged, even more sleep-deprived, and now horrified, we optimistically said, well, it really can't get worse than this. This trip can only go up.
I'll be honest,
here, right?
I would have got new luggage.
And for a while, it did.
I would have
We
just
traveled
tossed
to
that
Oxford,
fucking shit.
Ate some more delicious English
I would love to
breakfast,
visit Oxford.
Tried Sunday roast for the first time, some classic fish and chips, and we got to meet some amazing people and make new friends and new memories. All good stuff, right?
The downfall continues.
For our last day or so, we were back in Brighton. It was a cold, rainy, and windy day. Actually, to be honest, it was rainy and windy for most of the days we were in the UK, but it was extra windy today.
It's my favorite kind of weather.
We decided to head into town to get some last-minute shopping done, and before we left, Sydney asked if I could return an item for her at a store that happened to be in the same mall that we were headed to. I was like, I'd love to do this very simple task for you. You've already done so much to help us out during this trip. It's the least I could do. So she put the receipt in the bag, and we ordered a taxi. Right off the bat, as soon as we exited our taxi, we were assaulted by a nasty gust of wind. Frigid, piercing, the kind of wind that made you shut your eyes and fear that something was going to fly straight into them. We should hurry and get inside the mall so we can return Sydney's... That's right, dear viewer. I lost the receipt not even a minute upon arrival. I couldn't believe it. I felt like I was living in the Nichijou sketch. We checked and chased after every dirty stray receipt that came across our path, and none of them ended up being the receipt that got blown out of Sydney's shopping bag. Then I started getting into my own head a little too much. This is it. I'm a terrible friend. She's going to think I'm incompetent and stupid, and I can't even do this one simple thing without messing it up. She's never going to want to ask me to do anything ever again. I've been nothing but a burden and an inconvenience this whole trip, and I'll probably never be asked to come back again.
Hey, don't let it get you down.
Seriously, are you the same fucking person? What are you not telling me? Do you have a secret second life that you just refuse to tell me about? If you know how to build up a YouTube channel, why are we still at this level right now? At least bring that knowledge over here.
We're getting there.
This is some hoe shit. This is some hoe shit, Otaku fam.
So much. It's just a receipt.
It ended up not being a big deal, but I still felt bad. The rest of the day went fine. We got some shopping done, tried some savory pastries from this place called Greg's. The receipt thing just felt like the final little hiccup to finish off our trip, but we'd be able to return home tomorrow. Surely there won't be any more problems. On our last day, we decided to get some burritos for lunch on our way to the airport.
Would you like some jalapenos?
No, thank you.
Would you like some jalapenos?
Yes.
Didas got food poisoning, like 2 hours before our flight. It was like the UK was giving us one final middle finger as a souvenir. I'm pretty sure he got it from the jalapenos, and ironically, I've been avoiding fast food jalapenos for years because I'd also gotten food poisoning from them once upon a time, so this sort of reaffirmed my aversion to them. But it was okay. We laughed off our bad luck in between Didas's countless pooping breaks. This was just the cherry on top. And then our flight got delayed, which meant we wouldn't be able to make it to our connecting flight in Dubai, which happened to be the last flight to Tokyo of the day, which meant we had to have an extra connecting flight added to our itinerary, which meant we had to get on 3 separate flights to get home, which totaled to 18 hours of flying, not including the layover time, while Didas had food poisoning. Now, normally I don't mind flight delays all that much, because I know there's nothing I can really do about them. But it's significantly more stressful when your travel partner is one bad turbulence bump away from pooping himself. We thought, wow, it really can't get much worse than this.
Stop jinxing yourself!
Cherry on top. And at least we're homeward bound.
Don't.
And then
Okay.
the actual worst thing happened. At the beginning of our second flight, we received news of a very sudden and unexpected loss. Obviously, I'm not going to go into any personal details, but as you can probably imagine, it was a genuine shock. It was as if the universe had decided to challenge our unwavering optimism. And instead of just another cherry on top, it gave us a whole sundae made of just cherries. We just sat with this knowledge for the rest of the flight, trying to process it the best we could in between the layovers and the skies, and the remaining 12 hours felt like an eternity. And suddenly, the food poisoning, bed bugs, and various other travel mishaps we went through now felt like nothing. Insignificant. Minor inconveniences that really didn't matter. And even when we finally made it home, we couldn't even really feel relieved. Just kind of exhausted, to be honest. And for the record, we're doing okay now after taking some time off, so no need to worry. But I think it goes without saying, I still don't like traveling. I really don't want to end this video on a super depressing note, and I don't want the comment section to get too serious. So I invite you to tell me about your worst travel experience in the comments.
Oh no.
Initially, I started scripting this video right after the bedbug.
I love the little spray of the bed bugs. Well, I'm gonna assume just based off of the drawings and everything that somebody passed in Didas's family. In which case, my condolences to you and yours. I know that's really rough,
especially during all of that.
Yeah, I know that definitely was like, okay, universe, cool.
Stop.
Like,
just
cool.
Stop.
What else do you want from me, man? That really sucks.
Yeah. God bless them.
Yeah.
But
you have a worse travel experience you want to end the video on?
I think, like I said, the flight back home from Hong Kong was scary.
Right.
There was a lot of turbulence. That was when a storm was happening, so there was delays. My passport almost didn't work in Hong Kong, so that was horrifying. Nice. Getting home. Hell yeah. Because they had, like, different... Their airport is so huge, for one. And their little, what are they called? The little kiosk stations. They had 2 or 3 of the same brand of travel plane in different locations.
Right.
But you still had to be at your specific one. And that was something. While also bringing over school supplies back home that outweighed what you were allowed. So then I had to mail ship back home. And having to figure out right on the spot, okay, what is worth putting in a box to be mailed.
Right.
With the chance of it not getting back home.
Right.
So that was exciting. And yeah, like I said, my passport almost didn't work. So that was absolutely horrifying. Yeah, the travel. And I got really sick when I traveled to England.
Good times, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I didn't sleep for like 2 days with the Hong Kong thing. Because I had tried, what was it, Ambien, I think? Whatever really major sleeping...
And you had the Hong Kong flu.
I did! I had the Hong Kong flu. Fucking pigeons. Anyway...
I don't have a bad travel story really because for one, I never traveled a whole lot growing up. So, traveling with us, with me and my family was if it wasn't within driving distance, we were not going. So there's only so much can happen on a car ride to really be a bad travel experience. So nothing really crazy. And we also never went anywhere really fucking crazy as a result of that. So nothing really crazy will happen out of there. So I don't really have a bad travel experience.
Threw up on the bus.
So what did we learn here today, kids? Otaku fam, we've learned don't travel. Bed bugs are evil, and Ren and Emirichu are the same fucking person. Thank you guys for the continued support. Let us know your bad travel experience story down below in the comments. I'm very curious. We will see you guys for the next video. Go show Didas and Emily some love. Bye.